Good morning everyone, my name is Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. If you are watching this and you're returning, thank you. Go ahead and comment down below. Let's get this dialogue going. And if this is your first time, definitely subscribe. But you know, just make sure you like me. We a positive channel over here. So let's go ahead and get it started. If you click on this video, then you are here to learn how to use the world's, I would call it the world's most intense mask, but it's the sensitive version. Well, is what we're creating. I have sensitive skin, and so sometimes you gotta use intense masks because you gotta start over. So with that, we are here to learn how to use the Aztec, it's called Aztec Secret Indian Healing Mask. So this mask is extremely intense, and that's why we have to create a sensitive version, and that is what we're going to be doing today. I have what I use it for, I have problem areas. So like for me, I sleep in my makeup, like you can kind of tell. I try to wipe it off, but I'll insert a clip that kind of sees what I look like after my shower. Because this just, it was a mess. Like I sleep in my makeup, I have hormonal skin, so I have seasonal breakouts that I have, and then also I have like texturized skin that I can't really get rid of. It's like, and then I just break out. Like my area is always the T-zone, and then I'm the one that has like the seasonal changing skin, so I have to continue to like use layer things in the summer and the spring, and then use more intense stuff like moisturizing stuff in the winter because I'm so dry. So I'm truly the combination type of skin, but I just be triggering myself with sleeping in my makeup. So we have to work on that, and that is why we are starting over today. Let's read these directions just to kind of go over it. Where are the directions? Oh, they're right here. Okay, so it says mix clay with equal part of raw apple cider vinegar and or water. Use a non-metal bowl and utensil. Stir the mixture well to smooth paste. Add more clay or liquid as needed. Apply 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch to the face or other area. I don't know what other area is. I guess neck. I mean, I did use this on a rash, and it did work, so I guess that'd be the other area. Let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes. For delicate skin, you use 15 to 20 minutes. For normal skin, okay. Let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes for delicate skin, and 15 to 20 minutes for normal skin. That's how you're supposed to get that one. And then it says if you feel pulling and tightening sensation, feel your face pulsate. Remove clay by washing with warm water. Slight redness of skin is normal and it disappears in about 30 minutes. Remove impurities and dirt from the pores. Deep pore cleansing. The world's most powerful facial. Basically, you're supposed to feel like your face is on fire from the tightness. Not because it's like burning. You're supposed to be red. I already get redness, so I don't do this before I go anywhere. It's like if I know I'm not going anywhere, then we do the facial, which it is a self-care moment. So sorry if you can hear my noisy ass neighbor stomping. Anyways, so we are now about to start. It did say do not use metal, so I don't use, even though like the piece I'm using, this is dirty. Okay, we gonna clean that. Okay, so we clean that. So this part, so what I do is I kind of like pour it in there, and I use this part to stir and this part to apply, but I make sure this part is not touching it. Basically, it deactivates how potent it is. Now, lots of people like to use apple cider vinegar. My face is too sensitive for it. The very first, and I've tried this a couple of different versions to get this version. Apple cider vinegar is just way too strong for my face, and the reaction it had was just not cute. Like, it just was not cute, and it almost made me not like it. But after doing some more research, I use water. So water is my supply. That is what makes it enough for me to go the actual directions, but I gotta tweak it to water. So the first thing that I do is that I wash my hands, because anything involving your face, you want to make sure that your hands are clean. So I am going to wash my hands, make sure I get under my nails, you know, just make sure you lather, do the 20-second thing. You are touching your face, so you just want to make sure as you're doing this, your hands are touching. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. So I always make too much, which I'm not going to try to do today unless my boyfriend wants to use some of it. But I always make too freaking much, because, you know, they tell you the ratio, but who the fuck is about to measure like that? I'm not about to measure like that, so I try to do it slowly. So I put about this much in there. Come on. I put about this much in there, if you can see it. And then I just add a little water. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see that? I just added a little water to it because I like to go slowly. So, and we're making it into a paste. So what it chunks up like this. But you just have to stir for a while. Mixing here. And to me, this is like, this time I didn't make too much, maybe because I was just, I mean, mine was a small bowl, but maybe, okay, this doesn't look like enough. It just doesn't. So, because I don't feel like this is enough, we are going to add just a little bit more. And then I'm going to add some more water, because you want to keep the thickness, so. I added a little bit more water. And it kind of did just take it all over me. So I'm kind of just going like this, trying to smooth it out, get the chunks. Now I like to get it, I would say I like to get it as smooth as possible, because it's gonna go on your face. I've had it where it's chunky, and I feel like the chunkier it is, like if we're gonna be lazy, which is why it's hard for me to do it more than once a week, is like you really have to stir to get it like smooth consistency. I feel like the dry patches are just way too much for your skin, because that's basically all it is. It's just, it's a piece that's not smoothed out, so it's just like a layer sitting on your skin. It's not very pleasant. It is not. So I mean, do as much or a little as you want, I would say, but I would say like definitely put in the time to smooth it out, because it needs it. It needs to be smooth, just for even application. I think with any mask you need to do even application, but if you have sensitive skin, it's just for an intense mask, you need it. Okay, so for me, that's how thick you want it. Let's see, can you see that? That's how thick I got it. So we're going to take this residue part off. Now for me, this stuff is pretty damn thick. So we are going to find something. We're going to have paper towels out to not make a mess. And it's not something this is why you also don't have chunks. It's a little bit easier to put it, to have some of it fall down the sink because you've smoothed it out. I'm not saying you should put an excessive amount down the sink. I don't recommend that. But if you're trying to just rinse it after you've wiped it off, it's a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. So, since we have done that part, what we're going to do next is, before we put on the mask, we need to cleanse. So, what I use for my skin, I use the Lotion. I don't know why to say this, but this is for normal to oily skin, and it is purifying foaming cleanse, where it's dermatology tested, safe for sensitive skin, effectively cleanses and removes excessive oils. So for this one, I use it because it is the best one for me. With the moisturizers that I use, they are very intense, but for me, like, my skin still needs to get, I just like the purest clean. Like, I just want it to be so clean, and this is the only thing that doesn't break me out. I would say I have sensitive to normal skin because I would consider it a combination. I could be oily one day, and one day I could have not put something on, just with bad skincare, and it'll be so dry. But with that, this is what I like to use. So what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to wet my face, and then we're also going to use this scrubber too. I got it on Amazon, so. And just kind of go on the motion of your face. So what we're gonna do is wet my face really fast. And I use lukewarm water. Lukewarm water is it performs better. I don't really like to shock my face. I don't really like to shock my face with cold water, and then hot water is just too damn intense. Now, I will take a hot shower, but I will not put steaming hot water that I put on my body, on my face. It's intense. Sometimes it feels good, but it's so bad for your skin, so. And I always have it on the second setting. Now, I clean this after every use, and you just have to make sure your stuff stays sanitized because it's on your face. The only thing I will say is that it doesn't, sometimes with, with a big face, gotta put extra soap on it so you can get across. So I was like, oh, I forgot the slow one. Yeah, gotta put it on the fast one, is what I always forget. And I feel like this one just gets it so much better. I like to feel like why did I not complete this sentence? I like to feel like it actually is getting rubbed into my skin, because I mean the exfoliation also feel like it's like I'm massaging my face. So I feel like those problem areas, it's like I can't talk into these, it's like my problem areas are getting just so in depth. And I always get my eyebrows because one, my eyebrows, like, they're so freaking thick. It's like the oils just get acne sometimes too. So we're going to rinse. And I would say the cleanser is like a thick consistency, so you definitely have that too. So with it being a thick consistency, it just foams a little bit, but you definitely feel the lather on your face. I did not think this through like at all, and so I need to put my hair back. I think I was just trying to do it for like aesthetic purposes, but this hair needs to be pulled back because you can't rinse your face if your hair's in the way. So now I need to wash my hair and hands again. See? Wash my damn hands again. Okay. Whew. Okay. And then I just pat my face. And it sucks because, you know, as you're washing your face, I get red. So with that, we are now, like, pull my freaking sleeves up. Get myself some, this was a little tight. So now that I have done that, okay, so now that we have done that, we are now going to apply the mask. And so again, I do this mask very thick, like that is what it looks like. And we're just going to do a thin layer. So I cover, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like I got a little thing in my throat. So what I do is I don't do my eye areas. Even though, I mean, I always have this thing that's like on my high cheekbone right here. So I always put it there, but I don't go into my eyes. The mask is too intense for your eyes, which I don't think you should put a mask on your eyes anyways, but what needs to be said needs to be said. Like, the girls that get it. So I had to, like, I literally could not resist, so I had to. And then I laughed at myself. That's how you just know. That's how you just know. And so I'm not really a person that just likes to do just the T-zone. Like, I feel like all parts of your face, we need to get cleansed and begin to layer. I do always want to hit those problem areas, but I usually do like a lighter layer on the lighter areas. But like the problem areas, like my forehead, these cheekbones, and then like literally my nose and chin, it's usually the only place that's like light layer is like right here. And sometimes I do so in it, it just ends up being the whole face anyways. So again, I like to get in my eyebrows because your girls with bushy eyebrows understand how much an oil can just take over right there. So, you know, for the sensitive combination skin, you're just going to have to find what works best for you. But for the mask, I found that having water, having a good consistency, putting the consistency like evenly on your face, you know, and you can do this once a week, you can do this, I would say up to 3 times a week is usually about fair. I know people, I've tried it every day. I don't think my face needs it every day because it's so sensitive, but I've used it up to about 3 times a week, trying to get the best result I could. It was really because I was going on vacation. I was trying to get the best result that I could. So with that being said, it just didn't break me out. It didn't feel like I was being too rough on my skin. So that's what I recommend. For people with sensitive skin, I recommend 1 to 3 times a week, because anything more than that, it might be too harsh. So right now it is 1:24 and I said good morning, and this is definitely afternoon. Okay, so it's 1:24. We are going to wait, I would say, the most I've done is 15 minutes. Let's see, because I need a reminder. I have to put a timer on, or I just will not remember. Okay, 15 minutes and then we will be back, okay?
Later.
Okay, so the 15 minutes are up, and you can kind of see that there are some cracking along with it, and that's what you'll get if you're not applying it evenly. Like, so this part is still like, well, I just cracked it by talking. It was just even. So with that, you will get some cracking if you let it over dry, and that's why the application of it being even is so important, because with that, it's pulling even tighter because it's so dry. So with that, we are now going to rinse it, and we're going to rinse it with some water. And I don't have it really angled for you to see me like that. Let's see. No, we're not going to do all that. So you're just going to wait till the result to see how. It also like foliates too, so like I like to gently kind of rub it off because of how thick it comes. So it takes a second. Sometimes it just makes a mess. So alright, y'all, I just wanted to go ahead and freeze this frame real quick, because usually I'm not wiping it off like this. I'm actually washing it off in the shower, so it's taking me a little bit longer to go ahead and like get this off of my face. Okay, thanks. Sometimes I make a mess, and sometimes I just really need some help getting this sucker off. Like, so I'm going to rinse one more time, just thoroughly. So the next part I'm going to do, what you're supposed to do, is moisturize. Now, because I can still kind of see some of the makeup, I'm going to get that off from my under eye, but I'm not going to tone my whole face. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and I'm just going to like hit. Okay, and you see how much came off right there? God, it won't zoom. Okay, now I tried to get it to zoom in for you guys, and no such luck with the zoom in. So I'm just gonna throw that away and cancel wasting our time. Now, what we're going to do next, let's close this. What we're going to do next is I need to moisturize. You just cleansed your skin, you just purified it with that really intense mask, and so the very next thing you have to do is moisturize. I don't do a full skincare just because I am, it's too much. Like, it's too much once I've just stripped my whole face of all the gunks and impurities and all that stuff. It's too much. So I don't do the serums and all that stuff right after, because my skin is so sensitive. So because I've just stripped it, I go straight for this moisturizer, and I do the CeraVe Moisturizer. It's the daily moisturizer lotion for normal to dry skin. Moisturize, it helps restore and protects skin barrier. It has 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid, and it's lightweight. So I definitely switched to this one because it is winter time and I need that intense moisture. In the summer I do aloe vera because it's even lighter and hydrating, but I usually do this and get my whole face. Now I do like, I try to do a light layer, not just did like 3 pumps, but I do a light layer. But I also like to go and just kind of massage the skin. Now I am red right now, but it'll go down. It literally goes down about, it says 30 minutes. Because I'm already so red, it goes down in about, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. It just really depends on where it is. And like, it hit all my problem areas. Like, you can see I'm kind of red. If you can see that, you can see I'm kind of red right up in here. My T-zone is definitely red. It definitely got my nose and all of that section. Damn, could you see all up in my nose? You probably could. I'll have to fix that. So, and then I just kind of go up and down my neck, and then also whatever is left on my hands, I just rub it into. Like, there ain't no harm in it. I just rub it into. Look, it's moisturizer for your face. Why not keep your hands just as soft? Just keep your hands just as soft. So I do a lot of pausing while I be talking. I don't know. That's just how I am. I noticed that. And that is how I am. Now I also have, what we're gonna do next is going to be eye cream. So I have the eye repair cream and CeraVe as well. I kind of got them hand in hand. I like this. It's a lot easier than some of the other ones that I've used. And I just do my middle finger and just go a little squirt, do that. What I also like to do as well is it's extremely important that you protect the barrier of your skin. So I also have now the CeraVe, and this is not sponsored. This is just some of the stuff that I've used for my sensitive skin. Like, I obviously am not the hugest fan of their cleansers, but they're not bad. But this cleanser does the best for my skin. So this is not sponsored. I'm a small YouTuber at all, but I do like some of their products because this one for the CeraVe, it's hydrating sunscreen, and I use this because one, it has the things I need constantly worked on my skin when I use my skincare, but it's just always important to have that layer of protection. I live in Washington and our beams, I use maybe like that much, and I try to spread it through my face. Our beams are unpredictable, and I can just tell with time, me not paying attention to that, I just have not been doing it properly. So I just do a light layer. I just do a light layer of the sunscreen, and I just kind of pat it in. One, because it can be very lightening with the white forecast shadow, and so I've learned if I just pat it in a little light. I am putting lip gloss on this entire video, but that's because I know I'm gonna be washing my face constantly. So we are now going to put in chapped skin. That's what I'm talking about myself. Called it chapped skin. I am now gonna put chapstick on. Did it before and did it after, so gotta make sure you keep them lips tight. Get some moisturize. Ain't nobody want to be crusty. Now that we have done the clay mask, we have cleansed, we have moisturized, we have put on our layer of sunscreen, and we have also done our eye repair as well. So now, basically, we are all done. This is really just to kind of start my skin over, give it like a fresh restart. and just let it heal for the rest of the day. I think it's really important just to take care, and you just don't always need to have makeup on. I mean, clear skin is the best skin is what I say, and if you have sensitive skin, this is definitely something that I believe is going to help. Another thing that's going to help is stop touching your face so much, because I definitely just touch my face so much after I'm done moisturizing and cleansing it. I also think it's important to drink lots of water. And that is going to be the end of this video. Again, my name is Jasmine. I hope you made it all the way through. If this helped you, let me know. If you have some better tips, like, definitely comment down below as well, because I'm always open to new tips for sensitive skin. This is what I do just to restart. As you can see, I got clay on me that I can't get rid of. This is just what I do to restart my skincare. The mask, with it being so intense, it always does me so much justice, and with me having sensitive skin, it just has brought my skin back to life so many times. And so with this, once a week, 1 to 2 or 3 times a week for me, and just let me know. Again, very grateful if you made it through this whole video, and please subscribe, join the team, join the dialogue. If you have sensitive skincare tips, please let me know, and we can definitely trade secrets, because we gotta stick together out here, okay? All right, my name is Jasmine, and I will see you next time.